Hello everyone, welcome to In Your Space by Milagro Interiors. This is my third live, trying to get this going every week. I think I'm going to do a little bit earlier next week, but I'm glad that you guys are here to join me. Thank you for joining. Today I have a guest. Her name is Andrea, and she's from Hakuna Modern Solutions. So I'll just wait for her to join. But hi everyone, and I'll just let you know a little bit about who I am and what I do. My name is Maria, and I'm from Milagro Interiors, and I'm a home staging and a home styling service. So I stage homes to market them so you can sell it faster. So it sells quickly. It doesn't sit on the market for a very long time, and you can attract potential buyers by staging your home, and you also stand out from your other competition. So I also do home styling, and home styling is also Hakuna Modern Solution is here. So home styling is styling your home for living. So I help you choose your colors and your decor. I can shop for you, and I can. Hi, Andrea. If you're, I think I let you in. You can. Just waiting for you to hop on when you're able to. Let me know if you're unable to join us. But thank you everyone for coming. Again, I have Andrea from Hakuna Modern Solutions, and we're going to talk about smart home automation today. It's an amazing topic. I hope you can ask Andrea questions. She's going to come on with a bunch of knowledge about smart home automation. Andrea, if you, I think you just, hi, she said, hello everyone. I'm just waiting for you to, maybe I could try again. If you could request to join, should be on the screen there. Let me see, sorry, I'm trying to get her on. Again, this is my third live. And it's Andrea, it says waiting for Hakuna Modern Solutions to join. Hopefully you're able to join. We're going to be talking about smart home automation today, an amazing topic. I'm not sure how else to add Andrea, so I requested for you to join. Let me see here. Let me try a different way. Let me see. Technical difficulties here. I sent you a request now. Andrea, I hope you can join. Hello, everybody. Hi. We have organized it. Ah, thank you.
How are you?
Good. This is my third live, so I wasn't sure how to do it the other way around, but you're here. You joined.
That's
Amazing.
okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah, sorry about that. I was having some technical issues on my side, joining the live, but I'm glad we got it working.
Yes, of course. So you have some hellos from Tanya, the realtor, saying hello.
Hi, Tanya.
So,
how are you doing?
I'm excited to have you on today. Thank you for joining. It's been a while since we spoke. I think over a month. I can't remember how long ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited for this discussion tonight.
Yeah, me too. So we're going to be talking about smart home solutions, and your name is Hakuna Modern Solution, and Hakuna. What does that stand for? The name, is it mean something or?
Yep, so Hakuna means derives from the word Hakuna Matata, just like the Lion King, where it means no worries. So with smart home automation, it's all about having that convenience and control in your home and having no worries, not to worry about, what's happening in your space, and just knowing exactly what happens anytime that it happens.
Love it. I love that name. So I guess we can start off by you telling us what is smart home automation?
Sure. So smart home automation basically connects your home lighting system, climate system, entertainment, security, and even your appliances so you can control everything from your phone. And there's a lot of solutions on the market. Basically, any device that you can think of exists in the smart home technology world, from ovens to pans to coffee makers to fridges. There's just so many different appliances out there. And it's really affordable. So you can upgrade one device like a light switch, or you can upgrade your entire house. It's totally up to you.
Yeah, that's amazing. There's so much technology now, definitely for sure. And I'm sure you're going to talk a bit about that today. So for
Sure.
everyone that's on, if you have any questions for Andrea, just add them in the comments below. I'm sure she'll be happy to answer any of your questions.
Of
Um,
course.
so why should anyone invest in a smart home?
Well, not only do you have the control from your phone, so say, some irregular activity like a stranger comes to your house, you'll get a notification on your phone so you'll know what's happening. But also, you also have convenience of setting schedules and routines with devices. So you can have your lights automatically turn on at 7 a.m. when you wake up and turn off all your lights before you go to bed. Or you can even have your doors automatically lock before you go to bed, so you make sure that your space is secured.
Oh,
But you can also have more security. Like you can, like I said, know exactly what's happening in your space by getting push notifications to your phone. But you also have the control of monitoring your space by looking through cameras. There's doorbells with cameras now. There's outdoor cameras, indoor cameras. So there's a lot of different solutions there on the market.
it's you brought up a point with the door camera. I know someone who has one and had someone do renovations on their home, so they were working. I mean, now COVID, everybody's at home, but at that time they were working and they were able to let the person in to do their renovations, and was able to see who was there, and there was a code for them to open up the door as well. I think that's amazing. And
For sure. Yeah, and that's a growing industry as well. Amazon, I know, is working on something where they can bring your parcel in the house because there's been issues with porch pirates where people would steal your packages. And even through the pandemic, there's been an increase in crimes as well. So it's good to know, what's happening outside of your home as well as inside your home in case somebody breaks in.
yeah, I love the option that you mentioned too, that where you can automatically lock the doors before going to bed, because I'm always going around checking all the doors.
Exactly. Yeah. I think we've got a question here. How expensive can it be to change the house into a smart house? Well, there are so many solutions on the market. So there's a lot of consumer smart home devices out there. So like a smart lock, you could just replace your existing door lock with a smart door lock. You can replace one light switch with a smart light switch. But you can also, by using these retrofit smart devices, you can really expand it however you like. But for pre-construction houses, like houses that aren't built yet, I recommend doing hard wiring through the walls if that's possible. And these are more expensive systems, but you have a direct connection from the device into your house, so there's less interference when you're controlling devices, and it also gives you more customizability, customizability as well,
Right.
and flexibility with those type of systems. So it really ranges depending on how many systems you want to implement into your space. And obviously it's going to range if you have like a small condo versus a two-story house, just how large a space is and how many devices and systems you want to implement.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it depends for sure, and what you're going to be putting in that home, in your home. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
so, Smart Space was asking about automated blinds and shades for energy savings. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, sure. Is there anything specific that you want to know about that?
And she was pre-wire as well.
Pre-wire. Yeah, so I know for shades there are hardwire solutions, but there are also battery-powered solutions. So battery-powered just allows you to be able to automate and control your blinds without actually having to do any physical wiring in your space. So there are different solutions out there, like the Lutron/Serena shades. I was also speaking with a lady in Toronto who specializes in shades and blinds as well. So if there's something specific that you're thinking of or looking for, there definitely are solutions in the market. For shades and blinds, you might require more custom lengths depending on how large your window is and the dimensions. So that's something to consider.
So for the shades, would that be something set within the window where it's hidden within the two panels?
Yep, so it's hidden within the battery powered ones are hidden within the rod. So you could just place batteries in the top and then it can be controlled with your phone.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Yeah, and I like the idea too, if you're on vacation, you have the smart automation in your home and then you're able to adjust everything with your phone or having the lights set up
Exactly.
on and off to make it
Actually,
look like someone's home.
for sure, for sure. Actually, pre-COVID, I was actually staying in an Airbnb, and we were wondering why the temperature was fluctuating, and it was because the owner had Google Nest thermostat in the house, so they were actually controlling the heating and cooling system from wherever they were, and we were just kind of wondering why there were fluctuations in temperature. So yeah, it really gives you a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, for sure. You have another question. What's your favorite smart home device or feature?
Hmm. There's a lot of really great and really neat new innovations coming out. The Samsung Smart Fridge is really cool because it can connect with other smart devices in your home, like your doorbell. And you can also search up recipes on there. You can have digital post-it notes. And there's just a lot of flexibility with what Samsung's doing with kitchen appliances. Other innovations that I've seen are a smart light switch where you can control your audio system, door locks, and it also has like built-in sensors into the light switches itself. So there's a lot of functions and features built into just one device. So those are some really, really cool new innovations that are coming out.
Yeah, and you have another question. It says, how safe is the system against hackers? Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, for sure. And that's a common question as well. I'm sure we've all seen, videos where hackers can get into a camera that's in your living room and see exactly what's happening in your space. But if you look in closer, a lot of times when people install smart home technologies into their space, they actually don't change the default password for these devices. And when you install anything, you want to do research about the company and the brand that you're installing the device first. And then you want to make sure that you change those default passwords to something secure. And also, you're going to have to create an account with that company. So you're going to have to enter your email address and the password. So you want to make sure that your password is something that is not the same as another account that you might have,
Right.
just in case somebody hacks that company and steals the data. If you're using the same email and password, obviously they can probably go into your other accounts that are linked to that. So you want to make sure that you regularly change your password and that you can do two-step verification if you can, and just try to secure your system as much as possible.
Yeah, that's a really good point. The questions are pouring in. You have another one. I had some questions for you too, but can you integrate smart home with Alexa?
You definitely can. You definitely
Oh,
can.
just heard me. I have Alexa.
Yeah, Alexa is great. She's a really great voice assistant. For some of her smart hubs, they actually have a protocol called Zigbee, where you can control smart home devices without Wi-Fi connection. So if your Wi-Fi drops, you'll still have that backup Zigbee connection. So that is really cool. But yeah, if you go on Amazon.com and you look at their smart home devices, you'll see a lot of devices that are available on Amazon.
Awesome. You have such a great wide knowledge of this subject. This is great. We're going to learn a lot from you tonight.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, ask your questions. I'm happy to answer them.
um, okay, so I was going to ask, can anyone use a smart home, which I think you touched upon that. I don't know if you want to elaborate, but
Sure, yeah, anyone can use a smart home. With the consumer devices, it's really accessible, it's really easy. You'll find instructions online on how exactly to install the device, and then on the app itself, it'll walk you through exactly how to program the device. So it's really, really simple. And you can also enable voice assistants like Alexa. So if you have someone older in your home that might not be familiar with using an application on a tablet or phone, you can literally just say the Alexa command or the Siri command or even Google Home. You just say it out loud and the action will be performed. So it's really simple, really simple.
I think that's a good point because there's a lot of I don't want to say older generation, but there's a certain generation above a certain age where they're not technology savvy. So to know that it's easy to use is also another good point.
For sure. And even with the Google Home, they have integrations with Google Hangouts and Zoom. So you can make calls easily just through voice command now. So it really helps break that barrier between being older and not having the knowledge to use technology. You could just say the command and it'll happen.
So Tanya, the realtor, asks, how many devices are able to access a system? Is there a limit? That's a good question.
That's a great question. So yes, there is a limit. Usually with Wi-Fi devices, I believe the maximum is around 200. But obviously, depending on what kind of activities you're doing with your on Wi-Fi, obviously it's going to affect the speed and potentially the connection. Like if you're using a lot of streaming devices, if devices are close, there's something called interference where the signal can basically be what's called interfered, and so your control and connection won't be as great when you have many devices. You can get smart hubs, which allow you more connection to smart devices. So there's different protocols and technologies with smart home technology. So depending on what protocol that you're using will limit the number of devices that you can have on your network, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's why we need to hire a professional as yourself to get it all set up properly.
Yeah, well, there's so many solutions on the market, and basically, it's what you want to do. I mean, 200 devices is a lot of devices already, but some people like to extend it. They have a large house, they want to extend it outdoors as well as indoors, and some people have several homes where they monitor devices. So it really depends on
Right.
what you want to do with your spaces. Yeah.
So estate production saying this is really good for even homes before they get listed on the market. Yes, specifically for lights because buyers and agents don't want to touch light switches when viewing homes. Perfect for COVID safety. Yes, that's excellent point.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a perfect point. That's a great point.
And locking doors too because you know, easy to lock as soon as you leave and you don't worry that you left it open, I'm sure too.
For sure. And it's been interesting because even through the pandemic, there have been so many innovations in the tech world for UV sanitization and just more efficient ways to perform tasks without touching, light switches or door handles, pens, that kind of thing.
Right. So it's not just homes then, it would be in offices as well. So, you know, when like I've seen some door you wave on the door. I think some stores are using that already. So it automatically opens and you don't have to touch it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, with technology, it's such a fast-paced industry that there really is a solution for pretty much anything, and there are some really interesting and questionable innovations as well. So it's definitely a really interesting industry to look at and get into.
yeah, and a lot of great questions coming in. Thank you guys. It's a great topic. I was going to ask, and you did touch upon it as well, what you should be aware of when you're building a smart home. So, I don't know.
Okay, sure. Yep, so like someone mentioned, security is a huge thing. Data protection, so you want to trust that brand that you're basically giving your information to and see how they use your information. I know a lot of us skim through the terms and conditions and privacy policies, but it's really important to know exactly how a provider is using your information. Sometimes they do share your information with third parties, so that is something to consider. And with tech companies, honestly, if they have a hack that happens in the company where your information is somehow breached and stolen, usually with large companies, they take a longer time to disclose that information just because it's going to obviously affect the reputation. And so there are a lot of hacks that happen that might not be disclosed to the public. So it's always important to regularly change your password every 6 months. Don't use the same password. So what I do is I keep a separate book for all my account passwords, so I can keep track of everything. And it's also securing your network, making sure that you have a secure Wi-Fi password. And it's also good to have a separate Wi-Fi login for guests that enter your house, so you can kind of keep your devices separate. And firewalls. There's third-party softwares that you can get that can prevent spam and attackers. So there are different ways to protect your network, your Wi-Fi network, and also your actual devices in your home.
Awesome. Yeah. And well, on your website, you have a great website, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, and you have some a section where it's smart outdoors. So what would be the smart outdoors? What falls into that category?
Yeah, so like I said, there's pretty much technology for anything. So you can get gates with intercoms at the front. You can get sprinklers,
Okay.
pool automation as well. And there's also outdoor lighting solutions as well for, if you have a backyard and patio.
So, Toman, interiors, can these systems be installed in older homes?
Yes, of course they can. So actually there's this really cool innovation that I really like. It's called Run Less Wire. And basically it's for the really old homes where you can't do any physical wiring through the walls. And basically it's a switch and a little interface that you would put where the light fixture is. And so you can control the light fixture with this switch, and the switch doesn't even have batteries in it. So it literally just runs on the power when you use the switch. So that's a really cool innovation for older homes.
Yeah, interesting.
And also voice assistant, like I said, is a really great one as well.
Another question from Tanya, the realtor. How long does it take to install these systems?
Yeah, so I think it depends on, what kind of system that you're installing, and if you actually have to drill through walls. It could be really simple, like replacing a light switch, just doing the rewiring to a smart light switch, and then you'll have control of that from your phone. Or it could be, more complex, like doing an outdoor camera where you have to drill a wire through your wall or through the brick. So it really depends on what kind of device you're installing, where you're installing it, and the amount of work that needs to go into that.
Awesome. So for everyone, there's a few people that just joined, talking to Hakuna Modern Solutions, and she is talking to us about smart home automation. So another question I have for you is, what do you offer? What are your services?
Yep, so we offer retrofit solutions. So if you're looking for a smart door lock, doorbell, light switches, these type of small items, we offer competitive product pricing for these items and also installation services. Obviously with COVID, I know some of you might be hesitant, but we do sanitize, we wear masks, we make sure that we physically distance. But you can also install these devices yourself if you wanted to. As a consultant, I can walk you through exactly how to install this into your home and the requirements that are needed to install a device. For example, a smart thermostat requires certain wires. So you are able to find these documents online as well if you want to do your own research. But it's really, like I said, really simple to install. And when you're programming these devices on the app, it will actually walk you through exactly how to program it, and so it's very simple.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. Oh, hello from Turkey. Hi. Fine Carbs is from
That's
you're from
amazing.
Turkey. That's awesome. Um, well, you know what? It was really good having you here. And I don't know if anyone has any more questions. Just if you want to let us know how we can, or how anyone can contact you. I mean, here on Instagram, obviously here, and I'll have the link to your Instagram with our live. But
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. My website is linked in my Instagram profile. I also want to mention that we have a Google Home Hub uh, giveaway next week
awesome.
that I'm doing. So make sure to follow me on my page for that.
Yes, for sure. Oh, another question. Would you choose between Google or Alexa device? Which one is your choice?
That's a good question. Honestly, I would probably choose Google because I trust Google a little bit more. I have a lot of Google accounts that are linked, so it makes it easier for video conferencing, that kind of thing. And also Google, I really like their devices because I like how they look. So they have a whole kind of smart home series that is available. So I really like that.
Yeah, Veronica says my house is all Google.
Awesome.
I have Alexa. Oh, she's going to hear me now. I said, there you go. Well, thank you so much again. It was a pleasure having you. We all learned a lot from you today. And everyone follow her. She has great Instagram. Follow her Instagram. Check out her website. She has a lot of great information.
Oh, thank you so much, Miria. It was such a pleasure, being here tonight. Thank you all for your questions. I'm happy to answer more questions if they come up. Just send me a DM or visit my website, and I'm happy to chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.